Hey guys, we're going to share with you how to best tie the bow tie. And we want to give actually a shout out to Mallory Cotter, who is my cousin and actually Jill's niece. She helped us come up with the idea or the way to tie this specifically so you get the best results on how the bow lays on the band. So this is a wide band, and what I do first is find the seam and put that in the back. And this is given that we're putting the bow right up front on the forehead. And really you can wear it anywhere on the band. So I am finding the seam first here. I'm gonna then trace over to the other end, which would then be my forehead, and put that in the middle. I'm gonna bring the two edges together because this is where we're gonna tie our bow. And I'm gonna place the bow tie underneath our edge. Now, typically what happens is people will go to tie their bow and they fold it over like a normal bow or a normal tie, and I'm going to show you what happens. They tie it around and they pull and they get this funny looking hole right here in the bow, and it ends up looking kind of goofy on the head, and the bow's kind of crooked and it's just not the look we're going for. So the trick is find your edge where you want to tie it, put the two sides together or scrunch it together so it's narrow, put your bow underneath it. And what you're going to do is before you go to tie like a normal bow, you're actually going to take this bottom, we'll call it like a bottom leg. We're going to take this and twist it toward where you're going. So see how I crisscross that over? So instead of just bringing this flat over, we're gonna actually twist it toward that other flap. So by twisting it, now I'm gonna pull it underneath. And by twisting it, it creates, I'm gonna stop here. This is where a lot of people go wrong, regardless of this little trick. When you twist it and then pull through, what you don't want to do is pull really tight and create these long flappy ears. What you want to do, I'm going to loosen this up, is right when you twist it through and you create your bow, you want to pause and you're actually going to stretch. You can watch me use my fingers and thumbs, stretch the bow to be wider and stretch this part of the bow to be wider. So you want everything to be wide. You're going to pull and loosen these up, and then you're going to pull this gently to be wider. See how I'm pulling it out? And I'm not pulling the flaps this way to be we want it super tight. We want it super loose actually. So there we go. We're going to pull, and then pull these wide. And there you have a pretty bow that'll sit nice and flat on your head, and it doesn't have that icky hole right there. See? I'm going to do it again. I'm going to undo it. I'm going to start from the top for you guys. Here we have a wide band. This is in our 4th of July collection. Here's our bow. And we'll start from the top. I'm going to find my seam. I personally want to wear my bow at the front of my forehead up here. So we're going to open it up there, scrunch it together, or some people like to flap it down when it's a reversible band like that, because then it'll show two prints. The bow goes underneath. We're going to go to tie it normally, and instead of just flapping it over, we're going to twist all the way over. So we're creating that twist, pull it through, pull wide, pull wide. Sometimes I like to hold the center of the bow while I'm pulling a leg like this, and pull wide. And there you go. That'll go on the forehead. And back here's the seam for the back of your head. I hope that helps.